Hey, good vibrations out there. I just want to um, continue on with our journal with Free Your Mind. Oops. So here's my book. It's available on Amazon. Free Your Mind by Wisdom Williams. Okay, so we are on day 4. Okay, day 4. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I know I am. It's been something, but hey, guess what? I'm not gonna complain because it could be so much worse, right? Right. Okay, so day 4 is about having compassion for the multitude, okay? Let's get into it without any further delay. A friend of mine said to me, "Wisdom, you can't help everyone." Often I thought about what he said. Although he was right, it never escaped my mind that I had the power within me to change the masses of souls. We have to be careful not to digest the words spoken to us, but to listen and ponder. Ask the Spirit of the Most High for directions and for the significance of the words spoken. Words can break you or make you. What are you willing to do for one? You will you will find yourself doing for millions. When Yahshua was writing in the sand, waiting for the first one to throw a stone, the crowd looked around and no one was without sin. That day, many people followed Yahshua. Matthew 15:32. Then Yahshua called his disciples unto him and said, "Have compassion on the multitude because they continue with me now 3 days and have not eaten, and I will not send them away, fasting, lest they faint in the way." Since I was a child, I always had the passion to be like Yahshua. I just didn't know how. Matthew, again, 15:32. Then Yahshua called his disciples unto him and said, "Have compassion on the multitude." And the affirmations to this day is, I accept I cannot help everyone, but I am willing to help those I am assigned to. What I do for one with a pure heart, the Most High can multiply for millions. In the prayer, Most High, Divine Creator, thank you for trusting me with a heart of compassion. Thank you for the desire you placed in me to reach souls and to love people the way Yahshua did. Teach me to walk in wisdom as I walk in love. Help me to understand that I am not called to save everyone, but I am called to be faithful to the ones you assigned to me. Guard my heart from the words that do not come from you. Let every word spoken over me that is not aligned with my purpose fall to the ground with no power. Let only your truth take root in my mind, my spirit, and my identity. Shape me to carry compassion like Yahshua, to see the multitude, to feel their hunger, and to move with love, not ego. Use what I do for one person and multiply it in a ways I cannot see, so that my small acts of obedience become big ways of impact. Thank you for choosing me, for teaching me, and for trusting me with your people. Order my steps, protect my spirit, and keep my heart soft but strong. In the name of Yahshua, I pray. Amen. So let's reflect. My reflection on this chapter is my experience with coming encounters with individuals. Okay, so I have a cleaning service and I started off cleaning residential homes. Okay, so I don't know, for some reason, wherever the spirit led me to, whatever house or home I was cleaning that day, most of the time it was I was divinely placed in that home. And I can tell the brokenness. I can tell that the family was going through something, or that individual was going through something. And the more that I was in their space, the more I felt that energy. Um, and I feel like when the spirit tells you something, you have to share it. That's been a part of my life for a long time. Um, communicating with the spirit. So I'll give you an example. I was at a gentleman's house. When he opened the door, I could tell that there was something going on with him. His skin was pale. He looked lethargic. And the more I was in the house, it was like spirit was just pouring all types of things in my spirit to share with this young man. He was about in his early 40s, but when I finished up, I said to him everything that spirit had shared with me, that he was depressed, that he was heartbroken, that he was taking medication, and I don't know. I knew that he was taking the medication, but I didn't even really look to see what kind of medication it was or whatnot. But Spirit let me know that he was really heartbroken, and that if he didn't get out of this shell that he was in, that death was knocking on his door. And sometimes, when I get these types of messages about individuals, I hesitate to even share this type of message with them. But if I don't, then I'm being disobedient to the spirit, and I don't want that. So I know that it's a reason, and I know it's not about me, that it's about God getting the glory to that individual. So I told him exactly, what I just said. And he really did get emotional. And he was like, this is so crazy, because I was praying. I'm a Christian. He said, I'm a Christian. And I was praying yesterday to God that I'm just tired of, living this way. I'm taking medication because my heart isn't working properly. And he was like, you're right. I've been depressed since I was 37 years old. And he said, I was heartbroken at 37 years old, and I'm now, I think he said he was like 44 or whatnot. And so he was like, I know that this was a divine appointment. I know that you're supposed to have been here. So it's stuff like that that I I utilize in a good way to help people, to want them to free their mind and to heal whatever that they've been through, because we all go through it. We all face challenges in life, but we must take those challenges and know that they're for our own good. um, and I had, and I say this to say, not everybody feels the way I feel, how I just said that. Like, I had a mother, she was, really depressed because she lost a child. And she was like, and I think I said something to her in similar something to her. I normally would not even talk to this woman, but this particular day, she wanted my attention, and I mean, I would say hi, but my energy, my frequency, just wasn't feeling this individual's energy. Okay, it was just something about her, not her, but the energy within her. And she was like, I never tell people that I'm spiritual. I just think that people can kind of see it on me. But she started talking to God to me, and she was like, I'm not a believer in God. That's how she started off. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, I didn't say anything back to her, and I just looked at her. And she was like, no, she was like, because I don't understand why he took my baby from me. My baby came home, and I was cleaning up, and the baby was next to to his father, and he was face down, and he smothered to death or something. And I don't I don't know. I mean, my spirit, I didn't even know what to say to her. I really didn't, because I wasn't led to say anything to her. I was just led to listen. And I guess I felt like if I was to try to communicate with her, that it would have been like a debate and an argument. I felt that energy, and I didn't want to go through that. So I listened to her, and that was pretty much it. So basically, there's a time to listen, there's a time to communicate, but always I recommend that, so that we don't come from a place of self. Always try to pray within and ask the Father to give you the right words to say to someone. Okay? Well, I hope that you guys go ahead and get your books on Amazon. Free Your Mind by Wisdom Williams. And I thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to communicate with you guys. I'm trying my best to get better with my dialect, and to be committed to finishing this book with you guys. Okay, you guys stay blessed. And I want to ask you guys if you guys could please pray for my uncle and my mother, and say happy birthday to my beautiful mother. Today is her birthday, and her name is Miss Martha. And just if you guys can shout out in the comments, she'll like that a lot. Okay, have a good night. God bless you guys.